You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. If you don't know me or the channel Lucky Penny Shop, I've been on this mission for almost 10 years now to show as many easy bake mixes as I can. And then the last video, I'll show you what I made. I made these, they call it the dessert dipper set. It was a cinnamon pretzel twist and a chocolate brownie twist, and then this almost like a pudding dipping sauce. But I also showed you a bunch of sets that I had that I'm getting to, and this was the next one, chocolate truffles. Let's see, let's look at the back. So you get the cake mix, the frosting, and then the sprinkles. It's from 2012. That's everything that's in the package. So I'll tell you what, let's get it out of the box and let's learn more about it. Chocolate truffles. Now, I have made truffles on video in a different couple sets now. Now, my mission has always been to do as much of the easy bake sets as possible, but I've also done tons of different kinds of food makers and sets like that. Candy makers going back to the early 1950s, 60s. All different kinds of different sets. I think I made pretzels, cookies, all kinds of chocolate. So if you're into that kind of stuff, hopefully you are and you enjoy the channel, go check out my playlists. They are massive. All right, let's see. I think it said 2 of each, but let's check. Okay, everything seems soft and ready to go. Okay, that's 2 cake mixes, 2 of these little sprinkles, and then 2 of the chocolate frosting. Now, I don't know if I need to make that much. I'll definitely make 1 batch. And then, let's see, does it say? That's definitely not the size. That's big. I bet you they're going to be little ones, or food shown larger than actual size. Results will vary depending on age and skill level. Uh-oh. I'm there with age, but my skill level is weak, especially after that last video. All right, let's start mixing this up. Let me grab an oven, and we will first, I'm guessing, bake the cake. Where's the stuff that I need? Oh, you will need ultimate oven, pan tool, baking pan. Okay, I'll get all that. Paper towels, wax paper, or plastic mat. I have all that. Let's see. Plug in your easy bake. Okay, got it. Make 6 at a time. Okay, so it makes 12 total. I'll make this 6, right? I'll be back with the rest of my supplies. All right. Let's just take a quick look at the instructions. Here is the oven. Actually, that is that oven from around that time period. This oven, it comes in a variety of colors, and I just saw recently there's a brand new colored oven out, which I do not have. It's the same oven, they just changed the coloring on it. At least it looks like the same oven. Let's just take a quick look. I don't know. Maybe I was seeing things. Let me go to Google here and type in Easy Bake Oven. Let's see what comes up. Oh yes, this is the one. It's the new Ultimate Oven. It has like pretzel on the front. See this one here? So I don't know if you've seen this one. Why is it doing this? Stop doing this. It does this sometimes, you know. Alright, let's not. Okay, there we go. Let's click. Let's see. Alright. Now, there it is. So it's got like pretzels, cupcakes on it. It looks like the exact same oven, and it's white with a blue pan pusher. You get the 1 tray. I don't know, I might get it. We'll see. Alright, so back to this. Plug in your Easy Bake, which I did, turns on. You could actually use the controller there, the off and on. That works. Unlike a lot of older ovens, they don't actually do anything, but that does. Lightly spray the baking pan with cooking spray. Oh, that's step 3. First, make the batter. Pour 1 Devil's Food Cake Mix and 5 teaspoons of water. Devil's Cake Mix. And then 5 teaspoons of water. All right, here we go. Now, hopefully, like I said earlier, did I say that earlier? I'm not sure. You enjoy these kinds of videos. I just have a ton of food maker sets. dare I say, the most videos related to this topic in the world. I have sets going way back, and there's a few I'm still trying to find, and I will one day on my mission. And I think as soon as I'm done with these pre-packaged mixes, I'm going to go grab some of the older recipe books and start there, finishing up the recipes from scratch, because Easy Bake Ovens originally came with recipe books where you would actually follow regular scratch recipes. Okay, here we go. 5 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then mix. Mix, mix, mix. I tried to show you my, whatchamacallit, my spreadsheet the other day, and I realized the software that I used to do the screen capture wasn't working anymore. If I can get it to work today, I'd love to show that to you real quick so you can see where I'm at and update it live with you for mixes like this and mixes that I've done already and mixes that I'm still trying to find. It's not smooth. I'm sensing unsmooth. Unsmooth. I don't think that's a word. Rough. We'll just call it that. Okay, I think we're mixed good. I just press it down a little bit more in case you get those little lumpy pieces. Nice. Okay. All right, then spray the pan. That was the next step. Lightly spray the pan with cooking spray. Nice and even, it says. All right. Okay. Then, I missed that corner. That corner's not even. All right. Spoon the batter into the pan, spread evenly. Tip, if the batter is too thick, add a few drops of water. Well, it'd be too late at this point. I think it's pretty good. We'll make it work. Yeah, I think that's good. Watch that there. I'm going to scrape out the rest of this and scrape off what's on my thumb. Okay, paper towel. All right, here we go. Spread out evenly. Well, I think I'm going to just like tap it down. That might. That's better. Okay. Now there's some still on here. Let me grab another spoon here. I think there's enough where I can say, let's get that in there too. All right, I could scrape it just a little bit more. I'll do that off camera. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to wait a few more minutes before I put this in the oven. Ooh, look at that. We missed the corner. Right there and right there. Okay. Good. All right. I'll be back. All right, so here we go in the oven. Now it bakes for, what did it say, 16 minutes. That's quite a long time. I don't know if you saw the last video. The time actually worked against me because I overbaked them. So why don't we do this? We could do it for 12 minutes and then, because it's really thin, And then we'll come back and check a timer. 12. And start. Okay, that has been started. Now push it in. Listen for the door to close. It did. All right, let's check it in 12 minutes. All right, timer has gone off. Let's see. We will check. Ooh, it actually puffed up a little bit above the top. I'm not sure what they're going for. Do they want it really dry so that you can shape them? So let's maybe give it another minute. It's stuck. Let me just see if I can poke at the edge in the cake itself. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I guess a minute won't hurt it because it did come up with a little extra stuff when I used the toothpick. I'm going to give it a minute or two, come back, and then I'll take it up. I have about a minute, so let's just read through here to make sure. Here, turn to baking basics on the back. Okay, that's the baking. After removing the cake from the oven, let it cool completely. Once cool, slide a butter knife around the edge of the cake and remove the cake from the pan. Now make the frosting. Pour 1 chocolate frosting mix and 1 teaspoon of water into a bowl. Break up any lumps and stir until smooth. Now you got to crumble the cake in a separate bowl, then add half of the frosting to the cake crumbs. Use a spoon or spatula to mix the frosting and cake crumbs together. And then following on, use your hands to press and squeeze the mixture together and form a ball. Split the ball into 6 smaller pieces, so you have that one large one. Break it down to 6. And then from there, spread a thin layer of the remaining frosting around each ball, then cover them with tiny round sprinkles. Enjoy! Clean the baking pan and repeat. So this is what they're going to look like when you display them. Ooh, they have them in like a little cupcake paper, or whatever you would call that. I'm not sure. I forgot. All right, let's see. We have 13 seconds, so I think it's good to say that this is ready to come out. By the time I get this through to the other side, it will probably... Set the timer off. 3, 2, 1, and timer. Stop. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Alright, so let this cool completely. I will do that. And then I will come back and start the frosting. Okay, I found this glass bowl while I was going through looking for something to put the little sprinkles in. I guess you'd call it a dish, but I wanted something flat so then when I get the truffles I can just roll them around. Well, that's what I'm going to use for there. Let's just get them in there. Alright, truffles. We're going to be making truffles. There, then I can move it around. I think a bowl I might feel a little restricted. See how cool that was? Okay, now chocolate frosting. Here we go. Not as dark as the cake itself. Okay. And then, let's see, mix 1 teaspoon of water, break up any lumps, and stir until smooth. Okay. Using the spoon this time. Well, I did last time, but I was going to use the spatula. I thought, well, let me try it this way. As you look at it, you think, oh, it's never going to work. But then all of a sudden, it just changes right in front of your eyes. See that? Okay, now this is not... Let me sniff. Not as pleasant as the last few I've done. The last one I did. This one has a slight pungent smell. Okay, so they want half now and half to coat. I think for coating, I might thin it down, but let's just split this in half now and say, all right, there's half for this and half for that, and then I can keep track of it. All right. Let's just split this here. Split that there. Maybe a little more here. Okay. So I'm going to use this with the cake, and then I'll use the rest for the coating. All right, let's get the cake. It should be cool and ready. All right, so moving right along. Make the frosting done. Crumble the cake in a separate bowl. Let's see what this cake looks like. It's quite cool. It did say run your knife all the way around the perimeter. Okay, looks good. Let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. Crumble the cake. It's still moist, but it's a little dry. But I think you want it that way. Maybe that's why they had you bake it for so long, so that it isn't too moist, because you're going to add the frosting. Now let's see. Crumble the cake into a roll and add half of the frosting. All right, and mix. Get in there. No special words this time. I got a little off base last time. I was like using all different kinds of words. But thanks to everybody that participated. So let's just mix them together. I still have the spoon. That might be a little better because this is a little flexible. I want to be pushing and pressing and pushing and pressing. Okay, I think that's mixed pretty well. Use your hands to squeeze the mixture, make sure to form a ball. Okay. It's getting there. Almost there. Okay, done with that. Done with all that. Okay. Now roll split this into 6 pieces. So let's just split this into thirds, right? And then we'll do 2, 2, 2, and 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We'll do 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Okay. Now if I split this in half. Wow, there's math and baking, right? Okay, now it says spread a thin layer of frosting, but I think what I want to do now, there they are, is wash my hands a little, clean this out here, come back now. Maybe, let's take a look at this frosting and see if it's spreadable. Yeah, it's a little dry. We're going to soften that up a little bit with a little more water. Let's just do it now. Well, I'll tell you what. No reason to stop here because no matter what, it's going to be messy. A little bit. I'm just going to take, not even all that, just a tiny bit. It sure doesn't look like enough to cover 6, but let's press these really good. Let's get a little of this frosting on there. Now, I've seen easier ways to do this. Like they'll put it on a stick. Doesn't really, and then cover them with tiny sprinkles. Enjoy, yeah. You're going to get it on your fingers, I guess. Actually, you know what? It's probably just easier. There we go. Numero 1. Roll around. That took up most of them. There's 1. There's 2. The first one probably had way too. Look at my fingers. My finger is now a truffle. Let me scrape that off. There's a lot of frosting on my fingers still. Yeah, I think the last time I made them, they were called cake pops, right? And then you put the cake pops on a stick, and then it was easier to do all this. So there's easier ways, I know. I do appreciate everybody sharing their knowledge on baking, but I kind of just need to follow what's going on here. 3. Ah, there's enough. The sprinkles, that's another question. I probably should have just lightly put the sprinkles on. I do have another pack, but I think I've got some in one of my little baking bins. Okay, plenty. Let me split that in half. Half on that one. And half on that one. And half on my fingers. I might be able to get one more. I know some people are going to be like, that's disgusting. Okay, I gotta find more sprinkles. I'll be back. Okay, I'm trying to do this without having to wash my hands because they're just going to get dirty again, so I found some more. So we can give this one another little friendly roll in its sprinkles. Look at that. That one looks pretty good. Okay, last one. Frosting already starting to set again. Okay, let's take the truffle fingertips I have. Roll, roll, roll. How beautiful. How beautiful. All right, I'll be back. All right, these were off to the side when I was cleaning, just so you know. Now, this Easy Bake Oven had these little cupcake cups. So I just said, well, let me grab one so we can kind of show the presentation they showed. Let's take this one. It's a nice, meaty one. There, how's that? Okay. And then they showed them in a little bowl and then on a little platter. Let's just do one more, even it out. So I would say overall, it worked really good. There we go. How's that? Truffles. Or do you call them cake pops? What do you call them? They remind me of cake pops. Okay, so display your truffles on a plate, in a bowl, or in a cupcake liner. That's what these are called, cupcake liners. I forgot. Okay, so everything's done. Now you could, it says clean the baking pan and repeat these steps to make 6 more truffles, chocolate truffles now, or turn your oven off and save the rest of your mixes for later. Well, I will save them for later. All right, so let's give one a taste. Remember I said the frosting had a little... so I'm not going to take a big bite. I will take a little bite of this guy. Here we go. Half. You get the crispies, but the frosting, The cake part is fine. And you hear I'm eating it. I just swallowed it. So overall, since you had the little crispy crunch, it took some of the flavor and gave you that sugar bite. I would say this, out of everything I've made, this one right here is beautiful. It looks just like the ones on the cover. Very successful. I would say more successful than the last set that I made. The Easy Bake Ultimate Oven Chocolate Truffles. Now, everybody had an option for the next video, where I gave you an option. And these were the last 2 sets that I had. There may be more Ultimate Oven sets that I haven't gotten, but I'm going to look for those. So I think more people wanted the red velvet than the red velvet cupcake. So how about I do this one next, and then I'll do this one last. All right, so stay tuned. Next time you're going to see the red velvet and strawberry cakes. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it for you. I'm not going to eat anymore. I was a little more ravenous in the last video because those didn't have any issues. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting Lucky Penny Shop. Later!
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave,
What's up, Butch?
make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.